sir. Yeah, it's now 6 o'clock. It's now 6 o'clock. Let's call the order the Rosamond Community Services District General Session. Steve, are you on?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to bring up the agenda item now or after public comment?
Right now, it'd be fine.
Okay, could you go ahead?
There's a need.
Go ahead, Steve. You have it.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, you have the floor.
There's a need to add an item to the agenda. Government Code 549.5.2 allows the legislative body to take action on items of business not appearing on the posted agenda on 2/3 vote of members of the board, where there is a need to take immediate action and that the need for action came to the attention of the local agency subsequent to the agenda being posted. The item to be added is consideration of a motion to rescind the resolution of necessity in connection with the proposed eminent domain complaint to be filed against the Calandris. The need for immediate action arises because Watermaster approved the transfer of 999 acre-feet of water to Rosamond and makes the resolution of necessity no longer accurate. Pending litigation filed by the Calandris has filing deadlines in advance of the next scheduled board meeting, and withdrawal of the now in resolution of necessity is important in connection with the upcoming filing. At this point, you can take the add the item to the agenda.
Okay. Hey, directors. So, can I get a motion so that we can vote on this to accept this as a due to the fact information was received as GM presented? Can I get a motion to accept those findings? Okay, we have a motion by added to the agenda. Okay, we have a motion by Vice President Glennon. May I get a second? Director Wood, second. We have a motion by Vice President Glennon. We have a second by Director Wood. To add the information that the GM just provided to us. Okay, now we get a roll call vote, please.
President Glenn?
Yes.
Vice President Glenn?
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart?
Yes.
Director Alfred Waller?
Yes.
Director Greg West?
Yes.
Well, the record showed that that's a 4-0 vote. Steve, we're going to address it under new business, correct?
You can address it now or under new business.
What I'd like to do is to open the floor to public comments, and we'll come back to it. We'll just put that. We'll make that the agenda. We'll make that a new business in the number 1 under new business, and you'll have the presentation for it.
And that will be to rescind the resolution of necessity.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'll continue with public comments. At this time, any person may address the board on any subject matter within the district's jurisdiction, which is not on the agenda. However, any non-agenda matter will be referred to staff or report on our actions at a subsequent board meeting, and no action can be taken on any such item discussed unless action has been authorized under 54954.2 Board of the Government Code. Any person may also address the board on any agenda matters at the time the matter is discussed prior to board's consideration and action. Speakers are requested to limit their time to 5 minutes. At this time, it's 6:04. We open the floor for public comments. Is there anyone from the public that would like to make a comment towards the board of the GM? Okay, I close public comment. I go down now to voluntary public roll call via the teleconference. Any member of the public on teleconference who wishes to identify themselves as present for this meeting, please do so for the record minutes. I'll open the floor.
Yeah, hi Rick. Rosamond News here, John Joyce, and the Watermaster awarded you 5,000 acre-feet of carryover water today, plus the 900 perpetual. Congratulations.
Thank you there, John. Thank you very much, sir.
You bet. And did I congratulate you on your wedding, your family wedding? I think that's great.
Oh, my daughter?
Yeah.
I think you did, John. I'm not 100%, but I think you did that following meeting. But if not, I'll pass it along to Siobhan for you. Thank you very much.
Sure. She's an ex-Rosamond News employee.
Thank you there, Mr. John.
Okay.
Is there anyone else from the public that'd like to be recognized? Okay, we'll continue down with presentations. And this is the Water Reclamation Plan update. And we have the Public Works Manager, Brock Smith. Brock, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you. Did you want to place new business in front of my presentation or after?
No, we can take your presentation.
Okay. I'll be very brief.
John kind of stole the thunder anyway. So.
All right. Well, thank you.
Go ahead, Brock.
Good evening. I'll be very brief tonight. As I mentioned at the last board meeting, the contractor was awaiting the arrival of certain parts to continue the construction and progress of the wastewater treatment plant. Those parts started to arrive on site today and are anticipated to arrive throughout the next week. So hopefully progress will resume and we'll start moving forward again next week. And that concludes my update.
Hey, Brock, thank you very much for staying heads up on that. Like I said, more so than the parts you talk about, you kind of give a good visual picture about where we're going on that. And, I can kind of walk myself through the things you're talking about, even though we're not out there with COVID and all that. We're not physically out there looking at it, but I sincerely appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any directors have any questions for the Public Works Manager regarding the reclamation plan? Okay, we'll continue with new business one. I'll pass this over to the General Manager. Steve, you have the floor on this item.
Thank you very much. As you're aware, the Watermaster has granted us a quantity of water, permanent pumping water of 999 acre feet and the 5,085 acre feet of carryover water. That carryover water takes us to a total of about 10,000 acre feet of carryover water. Simply means that once that water is used, it's gone. But the 999 acre feet is in perpetuity. This change has changed our resolution of necessity, and being in court, we need to make it right, and we need to rescind that because the numbers are different, the necessity is different, and we need to be above board and do this right, and that's the reason for bringing this item forward, because there's a court date that's coming up next week. To make sure that it's taken forward. So with that, it would be proper to entertain a motion to rescind the resolution of necessity in regard to the Calandri case.
So move, Byron.
Yeah, a motion by Vice President Glennon, a second by Director Stewart. Can we get a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Rick Webb?
Yes.
Vice President Baron Glennon?
Yes.
Director Ben
All right,
Stewart?
Yes.
Director Alfred Wallace?
Yes.
Director Greg White?
Yes.
Well, the record shows that for the for new business number one, that it was a 5-0 vote, accept. Steve, question for you on this matter here. Are you going to bring a new resolution back to the board for approval?
That is possible, but I'm not sure exactly when.
Okay, so as it stands now, we're good to move forward with what you have now for you and the attorney to move forward and get this presented.
That's correct.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Steve, Brock, Lizette, and all you folks, thank you guys very much. I hope the community understands. Maybe we'll have to share with them as time marches on how much went into this how important this is and for the long-term stability of the community and us moving forward. So I thank you and your staff very much, all of you guys. Even though one person talks, everybody else supports in the effort to get it done. So I appreciate that, guys.
Thank you.
Let's move. Yes, sir. So let's move down to the director's report, director's comments. I'm going to start with Director Wood. Greg, you have the floor.
Yes, I attended the ABEC meeting last night, and some good news to report. It's been confirmed that ABEC will be getting 15% of their allotment. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but considering when they were talking last month, that's huge. They have enough water to meet for this year. If we don't get any more rain, they have enough water with carryover and tank water. So, dodged the bullet this year, but it's not time to break out the balloons and celebrate. We're still in a drought, and we still gotta be careful because we're not out of the woods yet. But at least we went from the probability of a very rough year for water for 2022 to we're okay now. So at least for 2022. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Steve and the staff and the rest of the board. This is something that we have been working on ever since the adjudication became finalized. That was, we knew we had the ramp down coming up, and to acquire water to meet the needs of the community. And we took a giant step in reaching that goal today with the 999 acre feet of water in perpetuity. I just want to say, staff, well done. And I want to thank my fellow board members for keeping our foot on the gas pedal on this, and so we can get to this day where we're taking care of the needs of this community.
Thank you, Director Wood. Director Wallace, you have the floor, sir. Director Wallace, you there, sir? Yeah, let's go to Director Stewart. We'll come back to Director Wallace. Director Stewart, you have the floor.
I don't have anything tonight, guys.
Okay. Hey, Ben, I wish you and the family well in getting through this here, man. You guys get well for us. Take care, sir.
I appreciate it. It's no joke, you guys. I think I jinxed myself last time talking about it, and we all got it, but we're cutting it out, and I think we're going to be getting better here pretty quick.
All right. Well, get well, sir. Director Wallace, you back?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay. Director Glennon.
I want you to know I appreciate Brock tonight more than I've ever appreciated him before.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, you have anything else, Byron?
No, that's it.
Okay. Hey, folks, I'll just tell everybody this from a wellness standpoint. I think all of us, top to bottom, have been impacted by this COVID thing. John brought up the fact my daughter was married a few weeks ago, back in December. Well, the week after her wedding, her and her husband both contracted COVID. We've had people at work, at the district office. I don't think none of us can say we do not know someone who's been sick with COVID. So I'm going to tell everybody, let's keep the priorities up, keep your faces covered, your hands washed. And I think just like we were able to secure our water and keep the community well, I think if we all keep working towards the common goal and the common wellness, we'll get it done. So hey, it's for real, it's active, it's live, but let's keep pushing forward. And Steve, Lizette, Brock, John, he's not there. But thank you guys for taking care of the district, because things are a little weird. And your staff, you guys are taking care of them. And until recently, Steve, Brock, they came down with COVID, which is just exposure. But you guys take care of yourselves, and thank you for taking care of my community. With that, let's move on down to the General Counsel. John, you have anything for us?
No, sir. Nothing to report.
Well, stay well, stay healthy, sir. Let's have the General Manager's update. Absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
Steve, you have the floor.
I'd just like to point out that getting to this point of acquiring 999 acre feet of permanent water, the fact remains that water is our water now. We have just increased the ability for the district to pump more and get closer to our need. That's what this is all about, is securing Rosamond's water future. And without it, with one-time water, once it's gone, that's not being secure. Because when you get up to the no more water left, you have to go out and find it, and you have no clue whether or not there be water available or at what cost. So securing this went a long way to make up a big gap. And I've got to say that the cost of water in all areas of water in the Antelope Valley and throughout the state, for that matter, the price of water is going sky high. It is a commodity now, and we have prepared significantly through the district in our actions to be able to secure our water future. And so the recent actions of the board to prepare for that placed us in a position where we could purchase small amounts of water as well as large amounts of water. And it is that foresight from the board that has led to the success of being able to secure additional water. I just want to point out one important thing. The issue of eminent domain has been thrown around in the community, in the papers, in discussions, and everything else, and it is not the desire of this governmental entity or board to implement an eminent domain action. But for the need of our community, our responsibility to provide water to them, I know that the community will not feel the importance of what we have done in trying to secure that, but it is imperative for this community to move forward and prosper. So with that, my hat's off to the board for your foresight in the actions that you have taken recently, and to the community for their hopeful understanding of what we have to do, not because we want to do them. And it looks like things are going to work out. So hopefully we'll be bringing subsequent positive reports to the community and to the board, and we'll be in good shape here in the future.
Hey, Steve, thank you. I think one of the things that we also need to be mindful of, Steve, and I don't think it gets discussed a lot, when we go out and buy things, we don't get small district prices. We pay the same price if we're competing against anyone. So I think that makes this even more important, the way you guys are able to secure the water for us, because just because we're a smaller municipal agency, that doesn't mean we're in a different bracket. We're competing in the same bracket for the same water dollar amount, when it comes to purchase price. So, and you guys did good on that, and I appreciate that part for it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, someone else had a comment. I think someone else just frustrated. Did someone else have a comment? Okay. And with that, let's move down to the Assistant General Manager update. We have the Guerrero Assistant GM. With that?
Hi, good evening. I have nothing to report tonight.
All right. Thank you, that. Then we're down to Public Works update. We have Brock and we have John. You guys have something for us?
Yeah, since the last meeting, the Public Works crew has cleaned 10,600 feet of sewer main, They treated and inspected 54 sewer manholes, repaired 4 service lines, and installed 1 new service line, and also completed the monthly meter reading. And that's all I have.
Does have any questions for John there? Hey, may I get a motion for an adjournment?
So moved, Byron.
We have a motion by Vice President Glennon. May I get a second?
Second. What?
We have a motion by Vice President Glennon, second by Director Wood. I get a roll call vote, please.
President Rick. Vice President Ben Glennon.
Yes.
Director Ben Stewart.
Yes.
Director Alfred Wallace.
Yes.
Director Greg Wood.
Yes.